This lesson is for BCA second semester students. Hello students, this is Subodh Kumar, Assistant Professor, Jamshedpur Cooperative College, BCA Department. In this lesson and in following lessons, we will introduce you to the concept of data structure. Data structure is the most fundamental and building block concept in computer science, and good knowledge of data structure is must to design and develop efficient software system. Okay, so let's get started. We deal with data all the time, and how we store, organize and group our data together matters. Now let's pick up some example from our day-to-day life. We were organizing data in a particular structure helps us. We are able to search a word quickly and efficiently in a language dictionary because the words in the dictionary are sorted. What if the words in the dictionary were not sorted? It would be impractical and impossible to search for a word among millions of words. So dictionary is organized as a sorted list of words. Let's pick up another example for something like cash book statement of a business account. It makes most sense to organize and store the data in the form of a tabular schema. It's very easy to aggregate data and extract information if the data is organized in these columns in these tables. So different kind of structures are needed to organize different kinds of data. Now computers work with all types of data. Computers work with text, images, videos, relational data, and pretty much any kind of data that we have on this planet. So how we store, organize and group data in computers matters because computers deals with really large data, and even with the computational power of machines, if you do not use the right kind of structure, the right kind of logical structures, then our software system will not be efficient. Now a formal definition of a data structure could be that a data structure is a way to store and organize data in a computer so that the data can be used efficiently. When we study data structure as ways to store and organize data, we study them in two ways. So I shall say that we talk about data structures as one, we talk about them as mathematical and logical models. When we talk about them as mathematical and logical model, we just look at an abstract view of them. We just look at from high level what all features and what all operations and define that particular data structure. Example of abstract view from real world can be something like the abstract view of a television can be that it is an electrical device that can be turned on and off. It can receive signals from satellite programs and play the audio video of the program, and as long as I have a device like this, I do not bother how circuits are embedded to create this device or which company makes this device. So this is an abstract view. So when we study data structure as a mathematical or logical model, we just define their abstract view, or in other words, we have a term for this. We define them as abstract data type. So we are just defining a model, now can implement this in a programming language in number of ways. So this is definition of an abstract data type. We will also call abstract data type as ADT. For example, arrays, linked list, etc. So abstract data type are entities that are definition of data and operation but do not have implementations. So they do not have any implementations detail. We will be talking about a list of data structure in this course. We will be talking about them as abstract data type, and we will also be looking at how to implement them. some of the data structures that we will talk about are arrays, linked list, stack, queues, tree, graphs, and the list goes on. There are many more to study. So we will be studying all these data structure in the coming lessons. So students, in your course you have to implement data structure, algorithm and concepts using C++. That is, you have to learn data structure with C++. So today we are going to start data structure using C++ or data structure through C++. So first of all, what is this data structure through C++? Means what? Remember, a data structure is not a programming language. Simply, a data structure is the concept of set of algorithms. What is set of algorithms used to structure information? It is not a programming language like C, C++, Java, Python or .NET. So we are implementing these algorithms using any programming language. For example, in C or C++ language, we have to write the code or logic of data structure algorithm, but in Java language there are predefined implementations to all these algorithms called collection framework. So here we are going to learn implementation of data structure algorithm using C++ language. So data structure are divided into two types. That means there are two types of data structure or two categories of data structure. The first one is primitive data types and second one is non-primitive. Primitive data types or data structure are all the basic data types, for example int, float, long, double, char, etc. So these are primitive data types or data structure. In the case of non-primitive data structure, we have two categories of non-primitive data structure. Non-primitive means these data structures are formed using primitive data types. So two types of non-primitive data structures are, first one is linear data structure and second one is non-linear data structure. The linear data structure means the arrangement of elements in a sequential format. So one element is connected to only one another element. For example, arrays, stacks, queues, linked list. The non-linear data structure means that one element is connected to n number of elements. For example, trees and graphs. So we will learn these data structures in details in following sessions. So now we see what are the main operations of data structures. So there are 6 main operations which can be performed on various data structures. These are traversal, searching, sorting, insertion, deletion and merging. The first one is traversal. It means processing data elements or elements of the data structure individually. For example, when we access elements of a data structure, then it can be called as traversal process. The second one is searching. Searching means finding the position or location of an element in an existing data structure. There can be two types of searching. One is linear search and second one is binary search. We will learn it in details in following sessions. The third main operation of data structure is sorting. Sorting means arrangement of elements of a data structure in a particular order. It can be in ascending order or it can be in descending order. There are various sorting algorithms or methods. For example, bubble sort, selection sort, merge sort, insertion sort, heap sort, quick sort, tree sort, etc. The fourth operation is insertion. Insertion means inserting a new element to an existing data structure at a given position. Next one is deletion. Deletion means removing an element from an existing data structure. And the last one is merging. Merging means combining a data structure to another data structure. So these are the main operations of data structure. In the next lesson, we will going to learn about the data structure stack, as we have already learned arrays in our BCA semester 1 course. So we will start with the data structure stack. Thanks for watching.